In general, society tends to view silence or people who speak less with mixed perspectives. On the one hand, people who are quiet are often seen as thoughtful, introspective, and wise because they choose their words carefully. On the other hand, silence can sometimes be interpreted as a sign of weakness, passivity, or even indifference. Some may assume that those who don't speak lack confidence or have nothing to contribute. But there is also a sense of intrigue around them that makes their rare words all the more powerful. So is silence really a virtue or a disadvantage? In a world where we are constantly encouraged to speak up, could it be that the real power lies in silence? Some of the greatest minds in history thought so. Lao Tzu once said, "Silence is a source of great power." Leaders like Warren Buffett emphasize the power of listening over speaking, reminding us that wisdom often comes from moments of quiet contemplation. Silence creates space for reflection and deeper thinking. When we speak less, we think more, process better, and ultimately make smarter decisions. It's no surprise that successful people, from innovators like Steve Jobs to negotiators in high-stakes deals, rely on saying less to get more done. As motivational speaker Tony Robbins says, "The way we communicate with others and with ourselves ultimately determines the quality of our lives." But is silence simply strategic, or could it be manipulative? When we master silence, we're able to observe and understand the people around us, giving us the upper hand in personal and professional situations. It's the art of leaving people curious and wanting more, something Steve Jobs demonstrated with his famously brief but powerful product presentations. It's about creating that impact. But here's where the debate heats up. Silence can also be a tool of control. Political leaders, CEOs, and even those in personal relationships can use silence as a way to withhold information or sway opinion. As the great Aristotle put it, "He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader." Could it be that sometimes silence is less about wisdom and more about power plays? In our fast-paced, digitally connected world, silence is rare. And that rarity is what makes it valuable. Have you noticed how people who speak less in meetings often command more attention when they finally do? Or how those who observe before speaking tend to make sharper, more impactful points? As Bruce Lee famously said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." What does this mean for our personal success? As you climb the corporate ladder or work toward a personal goal, consider the balance of when to speak and when to listen. It's not about withholding your voice, it's about using it strategically. As the old saying goes, the quieter you are, the more you can hear. But let's not ignore the potential downside. Can silence be misconstrued as weakness or worse, indifference? Some argue that by staying quiet, you risk being overlooked or missing opportunities to contribute valuable ideas. Sometimes speaking up is necessary for growth. So when does silence cross the line into a missed opportunity? Ultimately, those who learn to use silence not only make more meaningful contributions when they do speak, but also cultivate a sense of mystery and control. The key is to understand when to use silence as a tool for success and when to step up and make your voice heard. As Abraham Lincoln famously said, "It is better to be silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt." What do you think? Is silence the secret to success, or is it just a manipulative tactic in disguise? Could saying less really lead to greater achievements? Or is that an outdated concept in today's vocal world? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Sometimes the most interesting discussions come from what's left unsaid.